Hello student, today we start a new topic coffer dam in module number 5 special work of subject building construction technology. Now first we discuss about the definition of coffer dam. So coffer dam are a temporary enclosure to keep out water and soil so as to permit dewatering and construction of the permanent facility or a structure in the dry. And a coffer dam is a temporary structure which is built in a river or a lake etc. to remove water from an area and make it possible to carry on the construction work under reasonably dry condition. Now here meaning of the coffer dam is given. So coffer is a box and dam is already known about what is dam. So it's a concrete structure. Now coffer dam are usually required for a projects such as a dam, docks and construction of bridge, pier and abutments. Now here in a second slide we discuss about the requirement of coffer dam. So coffer dam should be reasonably watertight. So first is water tightness is one of the requirement. Second is groundwater or water laying above the ground level should be excluded. Third one is material like earth, timber, steel and concrete. So these are the main material required to construct a coffer dam. Next is constructed at a site of work. Fifth one is depend depth, soil condition, difference in a water level and availability of the material. So these are the depth, soil condition, difference of the water level and availability of the material. It's the most dependent thing in a construction of the coffer dam, and the design and layout of the coffer dam should be such that total cost of construction, maintenance and pumping is minimum. So we prepare a design or we prepare such a type of the design so which reduce the maintenance of the coffer dam. Now it should be stable against bursting, overturning and sliding under the flood and waves. So these are the main important thing or requirement of the coffer dam. Now next is discuss about the uses of the coffer dam. So here main 4 use is given. So to facilitate pile driving operation. Now here if we drive a pile in a water area, so here coffer dam is constructed as a structural to control the water pressure. So it's to facilitate the pile driving operation. Then after to place the grillage and raft foundation. So here in a grillage and raft foundation if we construct in a water area, so coffer dam is compulsory required. To construct a foundation of a pier, abutment of a bridge, dam and docks etc. So here coffer dam is required, and to provide a working platform for the foundation when water is met with. So here coffer dam is generally used. Now next slide we discuss about the selection of a type of coffer dam. So here the area to be protected by the coffer dam, like here 2 types of the area, small area and large area. So as per the requirement we construct a coffer dam, small coffer dam and large coffer dam. Next is the depth of the water. So here two types, shallow depth and deep depth. So as per the depth we construct a coffer dam height. Now third one is the possibility of the over topping by flood, tides etc. And fourth one is the nature of the bed on which coffer dam is to rest. So here pervious or impervious layer, 2 types of the layer are generally used or constructed. Now next is the velocity of flowing water. So it's an important thing. And sixth one is the possibility of score due to reduction of waterway causes by the construction of coffer dam, and the availability of the construction material and transportation facility available. So these are the selection type of coffer dam. So here if the availability of the construction material like stone is easily available, so we use the stone filled coffer dam. And if stone is not available and earth is easily available, so we construct a earth fill coffer dam. And if transportation facilities are available, so we use the steel as a temporary sheet piling to construct a coffer dam. Now here, next is the type of coffer dam. So first type of the coffer dam is a earth fill coffer dam. So mainly for a lower water level, earth fill coffer dam are generally used. Second type of the coffer dam is a rock fill coffer dam. So here, rock fill coffer dam is next is a rock fill coffer dam. So if the depth of the water to retained by the embankment of a coffer dam is of order of 3 meter, and stone is used for the embankment, and this construction is adopted only if the stone is easily available in a nearby area, and the stone are assembled in the required shape of the embankment, and the voids are partially filled with earth and stone chips, and on the water side the rock fill is to be provided with impervious layer of the earth. So here in this photograph you exactly seen temporary rock fill dam is constructed. Now next type of the coffer dam is a timber crib and rock filled crib coffer dam. So it consists of a timber crib made from logs of wood and constructed on a land and floated into the place or floated into the lake or river at which a coffer dam is required, and it consists of a unit of or a cell open at the bottom and having the framework of horizontal timber member, and a hollow space frame are then filled with a rock or gravel and depth of water 10 to 20 meter, and used for a wide excavation and rocky river at the bottoms. Now timber crab or rock fill coffer dam is use of the seats or a seat pile, and timber seats and timber plank is required, and inner part is filled up with rock. Now see this photograph. So in this photograph you exactly seen the timber crab coffer dam. So here timber plank is used as a material of the coffer dam material, and next type of the coffer dam is a single wall coffer dam. So area to be enclosed is small and the depth of the water is more 4.5 to 6 meter. So timber pile known as a guide pile are first driven into the firm ground below the river bed, and depending upon the velocity of the current of water in the river, the center to center spacing of the pile may vary between the 1.8 meter to 4.5 meter, and longitudinal runner called wells are then bolted to the guide, and steel or wooden sheet piles are then driven into the river bed along the wells and are secured to the wells by bolts, and the seats are two-phase are trusted arrangement of the struts, and these help is increase the stability of the wall against the water pressure, and half filled bag of the sand stake on the one side and the other side of the face of seats help in increase the stability of the coffer dam. So after the coffer dam is constructed, the water in the enclosed area is pumped out and the construction work is taken up. So here in this figure you exactly seen here two seats pile are inserted in a ground, and these piles are supported by the struts, wooden struts, and inner part is after constructing the these type of the single wall coffer dam, inner part water is dewatering by the pump. So see exact construction site figure. photograph. So in this photograph we exactly seen periphery seed piles are inserted, and inner part is dewatering by the pump. Now in this photograph pile is inserted, but inner part is not dewatering. So here inner part is a construction area part. So after inserting the pile, dewater the inner part. Now next is a double walled cofferdam. So double wall cofferdam is provided to enclose a large area. Its construction is essential and the same as that of a single wall cofferdam, except that in one of the wall, a pair of the wall with a gap in between is used all along the boundary of the space to be enclosed, and this type of the cofferdam can be used in a depth of water up to 12 meter. So here two type of the double wall cofferdam is constructed: Ohio river type cofferdam and timber or steel sitting cofferdam. So first is Ohio river type cofferdam. So Ohio river is in USA, and USA used in a hard and soft bed, and unsuitable in a deep water and swift flow, and in a construction wells fixed at a 1.5 meter vertically, and well joined double vertical planks are provided, and tie rods threaded, and cross brass fixed, and fixed seat piles are generally used, and beam inside and outside is beam is required for the support, and revolving safety is required. Now here see this photograph. This photograph show the Ohio river type cofferdam. So here seat pile are compulsory required. Now next type of the cofferdam is a timber or a steel sitting cofferdam. So timber seat pile were extensively used for the cofferdam when the depth of the water is about 6 to 10 meter, and it can be gradually replaced with a sheet pile or a steel pile, and it can only be used for the small depth of since no deep piling is gravely strata possible. So here timber seat is generally used and insert in a ground. Now next type of the cofferdam is a cellular cofferdam. So the cellular cofferdam are most used for the dewatering large area where the depth of the water may be 19 to 21 meter, and mostly use the construction of marine structure like a dam and locks, etc. And two common shape of the cellular cofferdam are a circular type and diaphragm type. So first we discuss about the circular type cofferdam. So the circular type of a cellular cofferdam has the advantage is that each cell may be filled with completely to the top before starting the construction of the next cell without causing any distortion to the cell of the cofferdam. Thus, when one cell is completely filled up with crushed stone, broken bricks or gravel and sand, it can be used for placing crane or other equipment required for the construction to other cell. And in addition, each cell acts as a self-supporting independent unit, and in case one of the cell collapse due to interlocking damage or some other reason, it does not produce any adverse effect on the neighboring cell, and it is found that interlocking stress reach their maximum permissible value when the diameter of the cell is about 21 meter, and in case from the design consideration it is necessary to have a effective width of cofferdam more than 21 meter, diaphragm type cofferdam must be used. So here in this figure you exactly seen the circular type of the cofferdam. So here circular shape of the cofferdam is constructed, and all the circular cell or a cellular cell is inserted in a ground with some of the distance and filled with rock and other material. So these photographs show the exactly seen the original construction site photograph. So here after completion of the after inserting the cellular cofferdam, uh, this cofferdam is filled up with a material like a stone, gravel, sand, brick, etc. And upper part is made by the RCC. Another photo also seen the cellular type of the cofferdam. Front view of the cellular type of cofferdam. Now next is a diaphragm type cellular cofferdam. So this consists of a series of arc of steel sheet pile connected as shown in the image. So the straight diaphragm walls are connected to each other by steel piling arranged in the form of arc on either sides, and the radius of the connecting arc is generally made equal to the distance between the straight diaphragm. After the cells are driven into the required depth, they are filled with earth, sand, gravel and other filling material. So in this type of the cofferdam, as the diaphragm which separate the two cells in a straight wall, it is necessary to fill adjacent cell at approximately same rate. And if this is not done, the unbalanced pressure from the filled with cross section wall which may be result in a failure of interlocking. And in this respect, the cellular type cofferdam has the advantage over the diaphragm type cofferdam, because the inner in the former it is not necessary to fill the adjacent cell at the same time. So here see this photograph. In this photograph we exactly seen the diaphragm type cellular cofferdam. Original construction site photo of the diaphragm type cellular cofferdam. Now next is concrete cofferdam. So these are actually small concrete dam, they have been used economical on many jobs. So the formwork usually consists of a precast RCC pile and sheets. The precast RCC sheet pile are provided with a suitable edge and they are driven into small manner of a steel sheet pile. And the main advantages of the cofferdam is that it is costly, but when it is to be incorporated as the part of a permanent structure, it proves to be economical. So see this photograph, concrete cofferdam is constructed. Now next type of the cofferdam is a movable or suspended type cofferdam. So where there are number of repetition work in a underground water foundation, such type of such as in a pier of the multi-span river bridge, it is economical to design a cofferdam to be moved as a single unit from one foundation to another foundation. So see this figure. In this figure, upper part show the movable or a suspended type cofferdam. So it is floated on a boat, and then after at the area at which construction is required, means underwater construction is required, so this cofferdam is put at the particular area, and inner part is dewatering, and after completion of the work, this part this movable or suspended type cofferdam is moved to another location. Now leakage prevention in a cofferdam. So water may leak through the underground water flow of the water or through the pilling sheet of the cofferdam. So the following measure can be adopted to prevent the leakage of the cofferdam. So first is water entering the dewatering area through fissures or a crack in the rocks can be stopped by grouting or like a cement grouting. And second is a clay of mixture of a clay and sand can be dumped in form of beams both the inside and outside of the face of the cofferdam. So third is in case of the single wall cofferdam, seating should be connected through V-shaped notches and filled with clay. And fourth one is cracks or a fine joints or a nail holes in these seats pile should be closed by bitumen or a cement mortar. And fifth one is if a lot of leakage is taking place and no measure stated about the above have been controlled it, the water phase of the cofferdam may be completely covered with a canvas coated with a tar or tarpaulin. Now, sixth point to prevent the leakage is in case of the double walled cofferdam, leakage is generally because insufficient compaction of filling material. In this case, measure to control the seepage through filling the material should be adopted. Another method may be a box filled with a mixture of acids and sodas held near the leakage joint, and leaking water carries the content into the joint and thus help check the leakage to the same extent. And the sufficient grease are applied at interlocks of a seat pile also help to check the leakage of water. Now next is a design feature of the cofferdam. So the design feature of the cofferdam depend on a various factors such as a hydrostatic head of water. Second is the dimension of the area to be covered by the cofferdam. Third one is a subsoil condition. Fourth one is a fluctuation or outer side water level. Fifth one is a possibility of the erosion. Sixth one is a presence of ice, and last one is a floating logs, the stem of cut down trees. Now, purely theoretically designed cofferdam may be fail for the factors unaccounted in its design, so therefore become necessary to combine practical knowledge or experience with the theoretical aspects. So here for a width and depth of the cofferdam, so height less than the 3 meter, so width and height both are the same, and height of the water above the river bed greater than 3 meter, so width of the cofferdam is equal to 3 plus 1 by 3 multiplied by h minus 3. So these are the main important mathematical steps. Now next is the factor governing the economical height of the cofferdam. So the maximum height of the cofferdam for which its total cost is maximum known as the most economical height of cofferdam. So depth, first is the depth of the water. So if the depth of the water is low depth, so we use the earthen dam. If the higher depth of the water, so we use the seat pile or cofferdam. Now second is the current and nature of the following flooring of a seat pile. So high current, so seat pile cofferdam, higher seepage control capacity is used, and low current, so earthen or any other dams, less seepage control capacity is used. Now third one is a type and period of work. So the short duration work, timber dam we construct, and the long duration work, seat pile cofferdam is construct. Now fourth one is a high and low tide level of reservoir. So seat pile must have a top level slightly higher than that of STL, so that even in a extreme case water cannot overtop of top the cofferdam to achieve the dry working throughout the season. So here we complete the topic of cofferdam. Thank you.